Chaos. My name is Hi, and welcome to an Organized Chaos podcast. My name is Bobby Quarters. Chaos is here with me.
Hey.
Hey. So, we're here to talk about some movies, music, whatever else crosses our mind. But here is also the home of the most unbiased, genuine thoughts. We're not going to do anything just to say it, just to make money off of it, because we don't make a lot of money off this. In fact, we don't make anything. We just give our opinions. And our opinions are free and unsolicited, but they're not hateful ones. That is the important thing.
Yes.
But also, while you're here, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, that is Bobby Quarters, the podcast channel, Organized Chaos Podcast, and Chaos's channel while you're at it. So thank you for watching, and do enjoy.
I guarantee you that at some point, everything's gonna go south on you.
Ready?
And you're gonna say, this is it. This is how I end.
Commander, Mark is dead.
We have to go now.
Now you can either accept that, or you can get to work. This will come as quite a shock to my crewmates, and to NASA, and to the entire world. But I'm still alive. Surprise. Here's the rub. It's gonna be 4 years for another mission to reach me. And I'm gonna have designed to last 31 days. So I gotta make water and grow food on a planet where nothing grows. But if I can't figure out a way to make contact with NASA, then none of this matters anyway.
We've got an incoming message.
Mein Gott. Mark Watney's still alive.
In your face, Neil Armstrong. Okay, so let's do the math. I have enough food to last for 50 days.
He's going to starve to death long before we can help.
So I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this. He's 50 million miles away from home. He's totally alone. What the hell is he thinking right now? I am the greatest botanist on this planet.
I know how to save Mark Watney.
But we need the Hermes crew.
We either have a high chance of killing one or a low chance of killing 6. I'm not risking their lives. It's bigger than one person. No, it's not.
NASA rejected the mission.
So if we do this,
We're talking mutiny. If anything goes wrong, we die.
do you realize how crazy this is? We have no other option.
No matter what happens, tell the world, tell my family that I never stop fighting to make it home.
This is it.
Can't believe we're staying at the Psycho Killer B&B.
Oh,
That's so cool. It's a motion detector.
Hello?
Hello, Sydney. Did you miss me? Nice little town you found. You and your pretty daughter. Reminds me of where we grew up.
Well, you sure know a lot about me for another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sydney. Not this time.
Down to the end.
I want to be a fighter, like you. If you hurt her.
I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it.
Let's unmask this fucker.
All your friends died for just being near you.
Where is my daughter? Tatum, listen to me. He's trying to find another way in. We're gonna do this together. You're gonna have to shoot him through the wall. Where? To the right of the door. Shoot him now! Do it now! Oh, you got him. He's dead. You need to make sure you shoot him in the head.
I'm gonna burn it all down.
Mother!
This is gonna be fun.
Ever since I was a kid. The sea's been calling. So, I'm setting out to follow my dreams. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. All I need is a loyal crew. And I think together we'd make a pretty good team. We're heading up to the Grand Line.
A treacherous stretch of ocean with bigger islands and bigger pirates. Careful with that.
I don't work for you.
I'm sensing a little bit of tension amongst the crew.
Not a crew.
We haven't sailed together for very long, but I know we've got each other's backs. All great fighters call out their finishing moves.
No, they don't.
Essa é a pessoa. Eu quero um buraco na boca. No teu caso, é o que eu mais quero resolver.
Tem matador me procurando? É isso que você tá dizendo?
Tem. Você acha que você devia estar aqui mesmo?
Vou levar meu filho.
Olha, é uma sacanagem, um grau.
Agora você tem que estar sexta-feira cedinho lá.
Ele é Armando.
Não. O nome dele é Marcelo.
Armando? Armando?
Eu, se fosse você, me escafedia. É por isso que tem que defender o que tem ainda. Tu e o meu neto.
Você não sabe com quem você está se metendo, rapaz.
Homem dirá que Brasil melhor, com menos pirraça.
Esse cara matava ele com um martelo. Tu anda armado? Não, mas eu sei usar um martelo.
I need a drink.
Big smile.
We write together for a quarter of a century, and the first show he writes with someone else is gonna be the biggest hit he ever had. Am I bitter?
Larry.
Yes.
For over 20 years, Hart and his partner Richard Rodgers created a string of hits.
I want 10 copies of that.
Write me a check. Such as My Funny Valentine, The Lady is a Tramp, and Blue Moon.
Your work is brilliant. That's not the problem.
No, I'm not drinking with you, Larry. They should put my picture on that bottle. The whiskey that made Loren's heart unemployable. I think we should be dreaming about new Rodgers and Hart, something people haven't seen before, something big.
We have to work like professionals, Larry. It's a business. That's all.
Elizabeth, I adore this girl.
You're going to introduce me to Richard Rodgers, right?
She's a girl. See, I always thought that your interests went more towards...
My interests. So now you are going to analyze me? Thank you, Dr. Bacardi.
What do you think she sees in him? I think she recognizes she's being adored by one of the great appreciators of beauty.
There's no way around that one, is there? When the girl loves the guy with all of her heart and he just doesn't return her feeling? Do you have any idea what that feels like?
Nobody ever loved me that much.
It's really striking. Are you and she...
Oh, no. I mean, I'm in love with her. But everybody's in love with her.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone.
Wise guy.
Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Okay, we'll be.
Yes, the fucking thing sucks.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. How's it going, Bobby?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty well. It's kind of interesting. Pretty packed show. So like, I assume we both seen The Martian in one piece. But then, were you able to get to any of the Oscar movies?
No, not this week. I was not.
So yeah, so it'll be just your take on Scream 7, and then it'll just be my take on the Oscar movies. So,
okay.
But yeah, almost like separate watch list almost. But yeah, kind of interesting. Do we want to talk about the movie that everybody's demanding that we talk about immediately?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so The Martian. So yeah, this is just one I wanted to cover because this is a movie I've always really enjoyed, and it's by the same guy who wrote Project Hail Mary. And this was one of those movies I remember when it came out in 2015. I had never realized it was in production. All of a sudden, it was like I found out like a month later it was coming out, or a month before it came out, it was coming out. It had like this huge fucking cast. It was directed by Ridley Scott, and it's like this really cool premise. And I'm like, oh, that actually sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And I saw this movie when it came out. I've seen it a couple times since then. Well, I guess I haven't technically read the book. I've listened to the audiobook, as read by Will Wheaton, who does a really good job. But yeah, this is just a movie I really enjoy. I think it's a fun premise. It's a kind of like it obviously feels a lot like Apollo 13, and that's about this guy who's stranded out in space. This time somebody's stranded in Mars. And Andy Weir really has this fascination with science, so he wants to make it as realistic as possible. And I think he does a good job, more or less. There's obviously some liberties, but like I feel like it feels like something that realistically could happen. I think the biggest fantasy thing is that it's being done by NASA and not some fucking company that the government is just shoving money into to do a terrible job. But Bobby, what are your thoughts on Martian?
I skipped this one when it came out,
But I will say, after watching it, I kind of wish I did see this on the big screen, because this would have been like just cool to see. I like the story. Yeah, the cast also surprised me. Like, holy crap!
Like everybody's like somebody famous. Yeah,
like this is a stacked cast. And I never really disliked Damon. I always think he turns in a great performance. And he was really good in this.
Well, yeah, no, I always thought he was a good actor. Because,
I will say there was some moments where I was like, I know this isn't, but like the way that this is being filmed or shot right now, it kind of feels like like I'm watching Alien. And then when I saw the title, like a Ridley Scott film, I went, there it is.
Yeah,
that's why I felt that. That's why. And at that, I was kind of just like, I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this movie. And then saw that, I was like, you know what? I fucking love this movie. I fucking love it. Because I was like really liking it more as the film was progressing. And more and more. Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting setup. And then like, at first, he's on Mars, he's stranded, but he's like, you know what? I have this hab. It's only good for 31 days. We used 8 of them. But it's also supposed to be for like 8 people, and I'm just one. And I can maybe stretch these resources out if I ration. And it's like, okay, and everything seems to be going well for him. Then everything drastically isn't going well for him. Here's a shot where he actually makes a farm on the hab, and it just gets exposed to the atmosphere and gets destroyed in like a fucking instant.
Yeah.
Which is wild. I also love, like, it's a really tense moment where he's counting the potatoes that he's grown, trying to keep himself occupied, because, like, in order to repair the hab, he had to, fix the atmosphere and just essentially put plastic wrap around it because it's what he had. And, like, you can see here during the storm, the plastic wrap just, like, shaking back and forth. You can see he's really fucking trying not to focus on it, but it's really distracting him.
Yeah, there was a lot of really
that
great...
tears, he's fucked.
Yeah. That's everything. That is his lifeline. Everything. Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of that in this movie where he, like, his whole life's just depending on something pretty fucking frail. But yeah, this is just one of those movies I've always enjoyed. I like the premise. I like how Andy Weir is obviously just fascinated with like the technology and what could we do if we actually did this. I like that and to a degree the optimism that humanity might actually do that, because like this is set, like, it's obviously set in the future, but it's obviously not far in the future. One thing I thought, obviously they couldn't do this, but like I will say Sean Bean is in this movie, and there was a part of me that almost wanted a post-credit scene where he just suddenly dies out of nowhere.
He goes to space and finds him, but then that same dish just flies out of nowhere.
Yeah, bam! It's like, how'd that happen? What the fuck?
I was going like, oh, hey, Sean Bean's in this. Well, he's on Earth, so, I'm still going to give it 50-50 chance he's still going to get out. Like that scene where he's golfing, just expected a gator to come up and
yeah. Tragic strikes just out of nowhere. I guess I was chatting about this on Discord, but I guess he has like a bird watching show that he does now. And we were joking. It's like, I wonder if he'll make it through the first season.
That's great.
But yeah, I mean, we even got Donald Glover here, fucking the guy whose name I can never pronounce. So what? Ejiofor. He's great though. Jessica Chastain, Kristen Wiig, Jeff Daniels, Michael Pena. We already brought up Sean Bean, Kate Mara, Sebastian Stan, Mackenzie Davis, Benedict Wong, Donald Glover.
4 Marvel
holy
people.
Shit, this is
4 people who have been in Marvel movies. Yeah.
Okay, now you got me wondering the 4. So obviously
Donald, obviously the first 2 are obvious. The first 2 are obvious. Sebastian and Michael Pena.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Pena. That's who I'm fitting. Yeah. But yeah.
Donald Glover. He was in Spider-Man.
So that's 5 Marvel people.
Yeah. Well, who else?
I've got that Donald Glover.
And then there's Kate Mara. She was Sue Storm.
Well, that's Fan Stick. That's Marvel, but it's not MCU.
Marvel. I didn't say MCU. I said Marvel.
That's true.
And then Damon, because he played the actor Loki.
That's true. Yeah. There's a lot of Marvel people.
And Benedict Wong, who's Wong, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, and I did kind of laugh a little too hard at the joke near the end with the it'll be my chance to be Iron Man, and that's just like, and the shot to Sebastian Stan. I went, that's funny. That's really funny.
Sebastian Stan's like, what? You don't want to be Captain America?
I think the Winter Soldier is pretty great, but
yeah.
No, but I enjoyed this. I thoroughly did. I think the part how you were saying like they took some liberties, I'm presuming him going up into space with no protection, like in a convertible, pretty much.
Oh,
I mean,
that one, no, not so much. I mean, more the liberties for me, more the liberties of that fucking NASA is still doing shit like this.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, it'll be Space Force.
Yeah,
because Space Force. There was a scene in this where I found myself quoting where I quoted like I quoted the first Scream movie at one point while I was watching this, and it was during Jeff Daniels' first press conference where he's talking about what happened to Damon's character. And I'm like, it's called tact, you fuck rag. Like, Jesus. He is not a good person to speak to the public.
No.
But I kind of liked him in this role. Like, I really liked him in this role.
He's more the manager. Like he's going to do what he can for Mark. But yeah, he is kind of more the business manager side of it. And then I mean, Sean Bean's role is pretty important too, because he's kind of similar, but like he's much more on the let's save Mark's side. Because I know one part of it is the crew leaves Mars and they leave Mark, and Donald Glover comes up with a plan where they could actually loop back around and get him back. And Jeff Daniels is like, there's too much danger in that. We could lose everybody instead of just losing Mark. So it's not worth it. And then Sean Bean's character literally leaks the plan to the crew and gives them the option to do it, despite what NASA says. And they, of course, do it.
Yeah, they do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're like, no, I won't be able to sleep at night if I left him there. So let's go get him, essentially, which I get. It's like, dude, I couldn't just abandon him. Well, I guess abandon him twice because they did it once without even realizing he was still alive. By the way, he gets saved because he gets impaled and blood clots up his suit and saves his atmosphere for a bit.
Yeah, that I thought
ow.
That was ow, but cool.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, that would, I could see how that would work, but ow.
Yeah, so also some of the shots in this were just gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it's a Ridley Scott movie.
yeah. Like that's just where I was kind of like, God, this feels like Alien. Like the one of him climbing over where he's having the dialogue going, I'm the first person ever to walk on this hill. Like stuff like that, and I'm just going like that. Yeah, that shot.
Yeah. It's like
that one.
That would be amazing looking.
And just seeing that going, like that is so cool, just so cool, and just so beautiful. And that's kind of where I started getting the feeling of like, I feel like I'm watching Alien almost.
Yeah, it feels like a Ridley Scott movie. What the hell?
And then Ridley Scott, like a Ridley Scott film. There it is.
Yes.
Fuck, that's awesome. Yeah, no, this was great. Like great movie.
Yeah, and I like a lot of the vibes I get from Project Hail Mary are like the vibes I kind of get from this, which makes me really hopeful for that movie. I hope it turns out well. I'm not familiar with that book, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this movie. I'm looking forward to.
Yes, he technically was the first space pirate.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was.
And
space pirate.
Even furthermore, that guy who you can't even get his name right all the time, he was also in Serenity, a movie about space pirates.
Yes.
And he was a dick.
Yeah, he was a serious dick. I mean, like I always respect him so much as an actor, even though I can't pronounce his name. I think he's a great actor because I think I look like in that year he did Serenity, where he plays this cold, calculated
such a
monster.
Such a motherfucker.
But then the same year he did Four Brothers, where he plays the villain in that one, but he's like this rage like monster.
And yeah, he's also
fast the shit out of you in an
fucking
instant.
asshole piece of shit. The one who you're just happy when his demise comes. Like
no, like they're two villain characters, but they are villains at almost like on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah,
and
I'll
he plays
also
them
say,
perfectly.
I'm not a big Mark Wahlberg fan, but I do
Yeah.
fucking love that movie.
Yeah,
I
no, it's a
do
solid
love that
movie.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great.
It's
movie.
worth watching just for his performance.
It's worth watching for a few different performances.
Yeah. But yeah, Martian is fantastic. I really, really like this one. And then I guess we can go into the other thing we've actually both seen, which would be One Piece. First 4 episodes. I think it's kind of funny watching the first 4 episodes. This doesn't always happen because usually I just cut it in half when I'm playing the podcast. The first 4 episodes are kind of just the setup for the whole series. It kind of linked up nicely that way.
I actually wanted to commend you on that because usually I think like you do this you kind of just get an idea of the episodes and when you plan these out maybe.
Yeah.
But this one just was like this would be like probably a whole block of stories if it were like I guess traditional anime stories or style.
Yeah.
Which
No,
I'll admit I'm not too familiar with anime as a full genre. Like I know like the stuff that I'm familiar with is limited and niche to me, but and also probably stuff that most diehards would just roll their eyes at.
Okay, that is David Delch watching. Okay.
Yeah, I recognized him. I thought for a second, and I was like, that kind of looks like what? I'm going to say yes, that is him.
Yeah,
but I will say I think this is serviceable as live action. But I could see how it could work so much better as an anime.
So I actually I don't even know if he's in the audience, but I know one of the fans asked me to look up the anime once. So I looked it up and I read the first manga on stream, which I thought was fun. But what I thought was fun was I looked it up the anime and I was like, oh, there's only 1 season. And technically, yes, there's only 1 season of this anime. Do you want to guess how many episodes are in that season?
100.
It's like I think it's pretty close to 1,100 actually.
Wow.
It's like, holy shit, that's a lot of episodes. That's literally more episodes than in the entire franchise of single series of Star Trek. So there's a lot of anime for them to pull from. But yeah, for the most part, I enjoyed this. I felt like I was getting more into it as it went.
Me too.
I'm especially getting into Luffy's kind of this quirky character, but I'm getting more into him as the series progresses.
I'll say this, like he has this courage.
Yeah.
That's like it borders on insanity.
Yeah. But it's like he's there for his friends though, and that's like okay.
but like he has this confidence about it.
Yeah,
that is just like it's admirable, and like it's like you know what, you don't seem sweating about this, so yeah, let's do this. I'm game.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, let's do this. Let's go be bad guys. Yes.
Yeah, we'll be pirates. The other character I really like. Let's see. I'm not seeing a picture of him yet. Oh, Samurai? There he is. Zoro. Yeah.
Yeah. And circling back to like the animes that are very niche to my personal likings. The 2 that I've watched that I would love it if we would cover. Like I'd be cool with that, but I would take it over for like the 2 is Samurai 7 and Samurai Champloo. Mostly just because I think that period in time in our world is really cool. Just really cool. Everything about just culture of samurai and everything. So I see my dude here holding 3 katanas. Like, I just go, my guy. All right.
Yeah. The one in the mouth is not super practical, but like there is a backstory as to why he carries that one, and it's like, okay, I get that.
me being kind of, first time I watched it, it's probably to honor his master.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of,
it's an argument can be made. She was kind of his master. She was definitely better than him at the sword fighting.
But
yeah.
also, like, the first scene you see him in, just going, yeah, I would not mess with that guy.
Oh, no.
Someone's like, well, why you need 3 swords? I go, the man is carrying 3 swords. Why are you antagonizing him?
Yeah. How many swords do you have? But yeah, no, I really like both their characters. Like I said, Luffy's. Yeah. He's really growing on me. Like, he is like you said, he's just overconfident to a ridiculous level.
Yeah, the confidence is almost to a level of just like, you can't tell if it's bravery or insanity, and I respect it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, deeply respect it.
And I'm a little bit interested in his backstory with like the pirate Shanks and stuff like that. Like what happened to Shanks? Why is he not around anymore?
And you saw how vigorous he was to get that hat back.
Yeah. Well,
and we also know, like, he ain't afraid to hit somebody into the middle of the ocean.
No.
Which I'll admit, we're like going away at first thinking, like, it's like, now we need to get a boat, and you go, y'all just had one, and an entire crew, like, you literally had everything you needed right there. I don't think anyone would have mutinied against you after what they just witnessed. Like, you would have been like, put these fires out, guys.
But yeah, there's definitely a charm to this series that I'm getting. But yeah, I'm enjoying this as it goes.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a whole bunch of shit here that I have no idea about. But
I did like the last 2 episodes. I felt dragged a little. But when we got,
I think the
results,
beginning dragged a little, but like I think the second half kind of brought it together.
The second half brought it really together, and it only really concluded at the end of that 3rd episode, and the 4th episode was just the conclusion, and it was all great at that point. But yeah, I'll say this though, I like how the obvious troublemaker or the problematic, the butler, and that was just immediately you just go, yeah, I don't like this guy.
Yeah,
just immediately. I don't know about this guy, guys. I'm not taking my eyes off him. If he's in the room with me, I'm not taking my eyes off of him.
Oh yeah, no, there was sus vibes going on. Of course, like I know they set up where like Kaya was drinking that tea, and she was sick and she needed to drink the tea to get better. And I was just like, okay, that tea is sus as fuck, guys. You know that, right?
Yeah, like going like, I understand it's an anime and everything, but like, it's blue.
That is sus.
Yeah, no, just immediately just did not trust that dude at all. No. And then you just see like the blades on fingers, like, yeah, that's pretty fancy and all, but and then like I was thinking, a gunshot would take it. Oh, and he moves quick too.
And of course, I did like the final fight between him and Luffy. How Luffy kind of figured out how to finally beat him. I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, he outsmarted him.
Yeah, which you wouldn't expect for him because
he seems like
he means well. He
definitely seems like he is like he's gonna go off the seat of it. Like he is a Plan B guy.
Yeah.
He lives for the Plan B.
Yes. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying this. I'm interested to see what happens next.
Yeah, I am too. I'm even kind of interested. I might even in my own time dive into the actual series.
The whole anime is on Netflix. So
yeah, because this is like, Buggy the Clown was great. I did like that.
But yeah, I was actually looking at the anime too, being like, man, should I dive into this? I don't think I have time, but maybe I will at some point.
But it does like I said, Luffy is definitely a cool character. Really cool character,
Anything you want to add? Or are you ready for Scream 7?
I'm ready to.
All right, so Bobby, this is you. I have not seen this one.
Okay, yes. So Scream 7, it's this one I really enjoyed. I felt this was a true return to form of like Scream and the sense of dialogue and how it felt as one. I'm not sure if this is Kevin Williams' first directing or not. But
I don't like. I think I don't know if he's done movies. I'm not pretty sure he's done TV. But let's.
Yeah, I know he did a lot of.
That's a good question, though.
Previous to,
so he did Teaching Mrs. Tingle back in the day, and then
that's right, he did do that, direction. and that was
well,
also
he hasn't
a good
done
movie.
TV. I thought he did TV.
That was also a good. Well, he wrote a lot for Dawson's Creek. He did write a lot for Dawson's Creek.
I thought, yeah. So he hasn't directed something in a long time.
Yeah. Teaching Mrs. Tingle is also a good movie. This was great. I enjoyed a lot of it. There's parts of it that I felt were like, could be a little better. Here, go back a few. Pause. Okay. God.
I got it.
I hope so. These two were how the film started, as we've seen in the trailers. And even when we saw the trailer, I said to you, I guarantee you that's the opening kill. Guarantee that was, and it was the opening kill. And I guess so. These people rented the old Mocker house, the Stu Mocker's residence, which became. Yes, he did. He did create Dawson's Creek. Yeah, so they turned the old Mocker house into a B&E, but a stab themed B&E. So there's like ghost face stuff or stab memorabilia all over. You walk in and there's tape outlines of the bodies, like Billy Loomis is right there, Richie's over there, Amber's there. Like they have the taped out body of Stu Mocker, and they spend a little time on this for a reason. And the TV is down, and it's the same type of TV that would have fallen on him. So they have it still staged like a crime scene, but it's like you stay there. Well, I'll say the guy is probably one of the smarter characters I've ever seen in a Scream movie. Because first, he sees the motion. He's like, no, it's a motion detector thing. He takes the mask off, shows his girlfriend it. And we kind of get an interesting moment because these characters absolutely have nothing to do with the story. So this is kind of new to how they've done in Scream movies before. Like these characters have nothing to do with the plot. They're just super fans of the series. Well, he is. She's really not, but she's there with her man because, he likes it and she's enjoying that. So she's trying to get better. She goes back into the other room staring at it, and we see a ghost face creep up on her, as we see. And it's her boyfriend trying to scare her, get into get her in the habit of it. She doesn't. And immediately he's like, this is not the same animatronic that was in the room before. It's a real ghost faced. He attacks them and and he gets killed quickly and just like violently. It's just kind of more, holy shit, this is, yep, okay, cool. Because you remember how shocking some of the deaths were when you first watched the original Scream?
Oh, yeah.
Like Kenny's death, for example, that throat slit. Like how shocking that was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm now getting into spoilers, and I'm probably I am just gonna tell who, and I will reveal the killers, but I'll get to it when I get to that part of my recap of it. He gets stabbed in the head, like right in front of her, and it's like a pretty close up shot. Like Jesus Christ, she flips him over and she falls onto the knife as we see there, and yeah. That's pretty much, and then that ghost face burns it down and walks away, and that's how it starts. And then we get introduced to Sydney's daughter Tatum, and her husband, who's played by Joel McHale, which is not the same character from 3, but all I can say
fuck, I'm brain farting. What's the name of the actor? That's a famous actor.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the daughter, right?
Yes, that is the daughter. And that's also the same leather jacket she had in 2, that Sydney wore in 2.
Oh, it does look familiar, yeah.
Yeah. She said, I found it. I want something. She's like, yeah. She's like, no, you can't wear it. Because I guess she's very protective of her past. And she is obviously at this point, because in the story, her daughter is the same age as Sydney was when all this started to happen.
Okay.
So that's kind of a main plot thread through the whole film with this. But this, the character, or their storyline, which is mostly what the film consists of, is of just the daughter wanting to know more about Sydney, and Sydney just being really shut off. And she feels weird because the whole world knows who her mom is. You know, like there's films all about her mom, and everyone knows who she is and all of that. So she kind of just feels a little weird by it and just want to know like who her mom really is, you know. And Sydney's being so shut off and guarded, and this kind of opens up and helps bond their relationship by the end of the film. But that's kind of a point of contention throughout. Joel McHale, who is her dad, or who's Sydney's husband in this, he's the chief of police of the town they live in. So she has a type.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, so some calls start coming, but like the first one is a ghost face call, and then she realizes it's a video. Then she's getting an actual FaceTime call, so she opens up her computer, you know, opens up the FaceTime, and it's Stu Macher. And it's actually Matthew Lillard, just aged and with some scarring makeup on. So Stu calls her as Ghostface, skips the whole facade, just video calls and like threatens, like, "Hey, I'm outside where your daughter is right now. What are you gonna do about it?" You know. But and then every time he does that, a Ghostface attack happens, and Ghostface starts killing all of her daughter's friends.
Yeah.
One very violently in a school play where she's playing some sort of thing flying where she's going back and forth, and Ghostface just goes up with the knife, slash, waits for her to swing back, guts her, and they just show intestines falling, and it's just, oh Jesus Christ, like, yeah, like this felt like a Scream movie. Yeah. Then a big bloodbath scene happens, which I was kind of surprised how quickly it is. A Ghostface attack happens in their house, like the scene we see in the trailer of him dropping down from the attic. The whole door scene that happens about middle of the movie. It ends with like, you know, them escaping, Ghostface confronting them out, and how I told you before the show that I think in this movie Gale Weathers has her best moment in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
You see Ghostface standing over them, ready to kill, and then you see some headlights and a horn. Ghostface looks, car plows into him, like killing, crushing him. Gale gets out and going, "Did I get the fucker?" Holds Theater that I was in applauded at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, that she had her big moment, her payback from, you know, just getting some frustration out from the last film. There's a good moment between Gale and Sydney later when they try and get it out, when they try and get the call Ghostface out. They go on and do an interview. Because Sydney's like, "I know a way to get him out in the public where we want him. What? I'll give you something you've been asking for years." An interview. So they sit down and do an interview, and Gale, of course, you know, says something to fucking make Sydney feel all upset. And it's about her kid. She's like, "I told you we're not going to talk about my kids." Because in this movie, she has a daughter and 2 little boys. Yeah.
So a couple.
The bloodbath scene happens in a bar because Mindy and her brother Chad from 5 and 6, they are in the car with Gale, and they actually work for her as a private, like, you know, journalist online team. You know, Mindy runs all that. Chad is the cameraman. Gale is up front. They work for Gale now. They take a bunch of the kids to a bar, which one of Tatum's friends, her parents own. So the kids are all there. They kind of they start doing the rule thing, but then like Chad stops them and it's like, "Hey, we talked about this. We're not doing that anymore. Remember?" Stopped. So they still have like the meta kind of commentary on it. But then Ghostface comes and attacks the twins. I thought they were both dead by what their attacks looked like. It looked like Chad had his throat slit, so I thought he was, oh shit. Like, damn, just killing him like that.
I will say, I think in all the movies, well, especially in the last one, Chad gets fucked up.
Yeah, he's
kind of the new Dewey.
He is, yeah. And Mindy got pretty messed up too, but she was okay. At the end of the movie, they're both fine. But all the kids that are in there, like that friend group, all die. Like earlier, we meet a neighbor, Sydney's neighbor, after the first events. She comes over very concerned, and her son is like a little creepy. He's like really into true crime. Like, think of that kid. Actually, he plays the kid who was locked underground in Gen V. That's the actor who's playing him in this movie.
Okay.
I can't think of the character name, but Gen V.
Oh, okay.
The main character's brother, who was locked underneath, who turns people, or who sees puppets.
Yeah.
I can't think of the character name.
I can't think of his name at all either. But I
you know who I'm talking
yeah.
about, right? The one who was like emotionally damaged in the last season. He plays that kid, and he plays it really well. He was like the Sam. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yes.
That was the character's name. Yes, but yes, the actor name I can't also think. But yes, he played this creepy kid, and she's like, "I'm sorry, he's into the true crime, Sydney. I'm sorry." He's like Miss Prescott, and like like mom looks at him, Jesus, dude, like don't. But he gets probably the most violent kill in the entire movie. Gets stabbed on a beer tap, and his mouth is open, and blood and beer pour out of his mouth.
Oh, damn!
Yeah, that was the most violent death I think in the entire movie. That might have been one that Sick Me was snickering at in the theater, and everyone else just going, "Oh God!" Me, clapping. The Ghostface reveal. Well, a side plot. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
let me get into the side plot, and then I'll get into the Ghostface reveal. The side plot is that Sydney and Gail do some investigating because, as it turns out, there is no official death certificate for Stu Macher, which they tease the Stu thing the whole time, which is kind of more of, I was just like, holy shit, like watching it thinking, holy shit, is Kevin finally doing this? Like, is he paying this off all these years later?
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, no, they won't actually do that, right?
Like, are they?
He's pretty dead, right?
I mean, in the sense of anything can happen in the movies, yes, because they've resurrected. Freddy Krueger's been resurrected by dog piss.
Yeah,
I'll believe anything when it comes to a horror movie, but these ones are always so based in reality.
Yeah,
so it's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want it this long after. Like by 3, yes, I would have been on board for that. Hell yes. But so we meet this orderly who, because the guy who they killed in the Ghostface was just some crazy mental patient who escaped.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. While we meet this crazy looking orderly who's played by Ethan Embry, and immediately I was just red flag.
Yeah.
Didn't see you in any advertising, but you're a recognizable actor. That's a dead giveaway right there. Surprise, he is one of them.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like, man, we're spending a lot of time with this one orderly who's Ethan. I mean, I get it, he's Ethan Embry, but like, and they show, have you ever seen this one? And they show him a photo of Stu, and they go, oh, that's John. John Doe. Like, he showed up here a few years ago, no memory. No one knew who he was or anything. Didn't know who he was. So we all just called him John Doe. And it's like, yeah, he was fine. So he left like about a month ago. So he tells them that, and we're still thinking Stu Macher's still alive, and he just had amnesia, but maybe he remembers. Well, the girls sneak out. Yeah, the girls sneak out to try and have some fun. Ghostface comes, attacks. She gets away. It comes to Ghostface and Tatum. Then she breaks into a coffee shop her mom owns. That's where we get the scene of of her telling her where to shoot, and that's where Ghostface captures her, and she goes to her home address, and that's the final showdown. And then when it reveals that it's the neighbor who is the other Ghostface, because she had a rough, abusive husband, and she's pretty much a super Sydney fan. like a toxic Super Sydney fan, and she figures the best way to close her in all of my life is to kill you. Therefore, I will have no problems, and I have conquered everything that is bad. She's just like psycho fan, and I was like, okay, we went psycho fan. That's it's playing a lot off of like off of 4 and or off of 5 and off of 4 with the psycho obsession, but it's not a family connection at this point.
So I mean, it does bring up one of the questions I wanted to ask you. So, a lot of people are saying this has the worst Ghostface reveal of all of the franchise, pretty much. What is your take on that?
I personally, now that I've had more time to like think about it, let it marinate, I guess. It definitely was a okay, but I think the overreaction is, I think it's an overreaction mostly because I rolled my eyes like, yeah, I wasn't the greatest, but I mean, like, it's a lot better than some of the dumber ones I think in the past. Like, I use 4 mostly, and I think 4, in my opinion, was one of the worst. And the motive was bad too. The motive I thought was great. The reveal was lacking a little, admittedly. But yeah, I don't think it's as bad as everyone's making it out to be. I think this is just more people trying to take this route along with the people who are like super boycotting it. Yeah, that's my take on that.
I mean, and I'll be blunt. Like I was not excited about this movie because I really didn't like how they pretty much slandered Melissa Brara. Listen, if it was just a thing where they wanted to go different direction and didn't bring her back, I wouldn't have been thrilled because I was enjoying those movies. But like, I can live with that. Like, I wasn't happy with Sydney not coming back for 6, but I could live with it because it was just a dispute. Shit happens.
Yeah,
I didn't like that they like slandered her as like fucking anti-Semitic just because she was pro ceasefire. I thought that was really gross.
Yeah, I thought the studio letting her go and the studio's reactions and actions towards her just for that were way like overstepping. Well, not overstepping, but just way overreactionary. Like, she's calling for peace. I don't think that's such a bad thing to be like.
Yeah, she's against child genocide. Like, what's the issue?
Yeah. I wish the studio had paid Neve what she wanted.
Yeah.
Because she's earned it. And like, if they're just gonna have her be a sideline person, like they sidelined her and Gail, who were like the anchors of this franchise and have been, and let's face it, there wouldn't be a 5 and 6 without a 1.
Yeah, true.
I
don't object to bring her back at all. I don't.
Really
and from hate how they handled it.
I've read some stuff where I don't know how true it is, but I think like before all of that exploded, I think the original plan was that Jenna Ortega's character was going to be the opening kill. Like, but just kill. Like, she would have died.
Well, that won't surprise me because Jenna Ortega has quite a career. I may not want to be saddled with Scream much longer.
Yeah.
I mean, but what was the other thing? The other big complaint I see, and I'm kind of interested on your take. Pretty much a lot of people I'm seeing are saying that Tatum and her friend group are just the most forgettable characters ever.
There's a lot of like archetypes that they fit with those, but that's a fair criticism to say. But I guess a more centered take of it was, well, we didn't get really a lot of time with all of them together, but we didn't really get a lot of time with like the friend group, the main. Okay, I'll point back to 4. So the one friend that Kirby and Jill watch get killed across the street.
Yeah.
We only see like a little bit of her prior as opposed to how much time we get with like Kirby and the rest of that friend group throughout the entire film.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's kind of just, I forget that. Yes, Olivia, thank you. I forget that she's in there. Like every time I watch it,
yeah,
I just go, "Oh, that's right. Yeah, next
yeah.
door. That's right. That's right. I forgot she. That's right. I forget about her." Because I just think Kirby and the film geeks, one of them being the killer, and Douchey Magoo, the boyfriend.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fair criticism, and to a degree, they kind of are. But like, do we remember any of the friend groups from the other ones? Like, I always forget about the sorority girls in 2.
That's true. Usually when I put them on, it's usually like, oh yeah, there is this.
Oh, that's right. Rebecca Gayheart is in this movie as a cameo. That's right.
That's right. Rebecca Gayheart was in one of them, wasn't she?
She was in the same sorority as Cece Cooper. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Sarah Michelle Gellar was in one of these too.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I almost certainly will check.
Chris, you could ask me any question about the Grateful Dead, and I could tell you unordinate, useless information about them. I get it. But I've heard criticism saying that those, not the two and the opening kill 2 people, were more relatable as characters, but I just think that's just another harsh criticism. Like we get some time with the kids, and we see like her. She's like the one in the dress. She is like a star in the play. The friend in the middle, she is like part of costuming. Is that thunder?
Yes. No, it's raining quite bad here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tatum on the end there.
Yeah.
But to a degree, yeah, they kind of all are, but like I don't really remember a lot of the other people in the other films too.
That's true. That's true.
That's a fair, but yeah, there's Ethan Embry.
Yeah, no, like I saw his face, like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am interested to check this out.
It's a good Scream movie.
Mm-hmm.
They gave a cool poster away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shot back there one.
Oh, come on.
One more. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
Yeah.
That looks pretty twisted.
They did that scene. That's during the rehearsal that they
Mhm.
have, but later that they recreate that scene and like that final slice. He goes back to that shot.
Oh, geez.
And then one on the entrails on the ground, and it's just kind of beautiful, Kevin. Beautiful.
Mhm.
I appreciated it for like, yeah. I like that, but I will say, yeah, one of the weaker, more reveals, but I wouldn't say it's enough to like down in a ranking or anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I look forward to checking it out at some point. So I guess anything you want to add, or shall I go into my Oscar coverage?
Oh wait, there's one really great, like Kevin Williams can still write for these two characters, like Gale Weathers and Sidney Prescott, like
oh yeah,
and still knows them so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a scene with like the neighbor killer who was just like a hyper obsessed fan, and she had said to her, you know, like, you're past your prime, honey. It's time for that. And Sidney, after she had killed her, she said, past my time, bitch.
Yeah.
That's Sidney. And there's a part with a local newscaster where he's begging Gale for some exclusive. It's like, come on, you got to give me, like, you know, a break or something, you know, like an up and coming tribe. Like, go fuck yourself. I'm Gale Weathers.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. I will say my favorite of the Scream movies, well, the first 6 I've seen are the ones written by Kevin Williamson. I really like,
and this definitely is
franchise.
Is very still like there's that staple, there's that Kevin Williamson, like it's there, but like you could tell he's definitely studied a lot of Wes Craven in this. Yeah, I mean, like that one, that shot in particular, like Wes would have probably done that.
I've not even heard of that. That sounds interesting.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So shall I go into Oscar coverage?
Yeah. Let's.
All right. Now, before I get into the movies I watched this week, I've already started putting together my Oscar list. Next week on the podcast, so stay tuned. Next week on the podcast, I will reveal my predictions for the Oscars as well as what I want to win. I'll get that all put together by next week in time for the Oscar coverage. So if you want to get a head knowledge of what I think will happen, I'll go over it next week on the podcast. And in fact, for fun, because there's a couple of these I'm pretty confident about, I'm going to go ahead and reveal 3 of my Oscar predictions right now.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll get into some movies. So let's see. I don't know. I'll probably try to do one big one here, but I'm pretty confident. Okay, so visual effects are going to go with, that one's going to go to Dancing with Smurfs 3.
Yes. That is going to go to the way of the Smurf water.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
yeah. Makeup and hairstyle. That one's going to go to Frankenstein.
Yeah. Maybe costuming too.
Mm-hmm. And then here's a big one, and this will be the only one I reveal, and then we'll go over the full list next week. Best actress, and this is a movie I haven't even seen yet, but looking over everything, I'm pretty confident Jessie Buckley's going to win that one for Hamnet, which I'll cover next week. Which so far is not my pick, but maybe when I watch it, I will change.
That's the one about Shakespeare and being inspired by, right?
I don't know too much about, but from the title, I'm assuming it's inspired by Shakespeare.
Yeah, I presume
and it's a Chloe Zhao movie, which makes me interested. So,
okay.
But let's go over some movies. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Dances with Smurfs 3, Fire Boogaloo.
That's right.
I forgot.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to not commit it to memory because it is technically still playing in theaters, which is so weird.
Yeah. Well, it's got like 1.5 billion. It's the least successful Avatar movie yet, but Jesus Christ, they rake in the money. Yeah.
It's shiny light. It's like, have you ever seen like a cat and you take like a little piece of aluminum foil wrapping and how crazy that drives a cat?
Yeah.
It's like that.
I mean, I'll be honest, for my cat, it's a twist tie. Oh my God. Twist ties in my cat. Fucking
bottle caps for my cat, like ones on a soda or a water bottle. She has stashes underneath this shelf just past the camera here that we pretend like we don't know it exists, but there's like probably like 20.
Mine.
Like, and it's always the same look when like you were cleaning and I'm back there just what are you doing?
But this week, covering Secret Agent and Blue Moon. Yeah, believe it or not, New Moon was not nominated for any Oscars. But yeah, Secret Agent was a movie I was pretty interested in. I was kind of just intrigued by the premise. In 1977, a technology expert flees from a mysterious past and returns to his hometown in search of peace. And that's what this movie is. And I do have to say, like, and it's a weird experience, but I've encountered this a few times with movies because I've seen a lot of movies. And I'll ask you, Bobby, if you ever had this experience, because I imagine you have too. Have you ever sat down and just watched a movie and been like, wow, this is really, really good, but it's just not syncing with me? I'm just not into
Like-
the groove of it at all.
Like I knew it was good.
Yeah, I
and all
recognize
that.
it's good. I recognize it's well done. I recognize Wagner Mora is great, which he is. But like
this is not doing it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, and it's you this might disappoint you. There's two of them actually.
Ooh.
Life is Beautiful.
I can see that.
The Pianist.
Actually, I can see both of those because those are two movies I've only seen once, and I was like, those are good, and then moved on.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
movies. Another one that's super kind of popular is Schindler's List.
I've been meaning to rewatch that because I've only seen that one once. I remember liking that more than the other two that you mentioned, though. But yeah,
that's good, but it's just kind of I don't care to see that.
That's true,
and like that, and that's really more of what it is. Just I don't fucking assholes.
But yeah, when it comes to Secret Agent, it's a well done movie. There's actually some pretty wild segments in it and some decent comedy. There's not that much violence, but the one things I really appreciate about the violence and the gore is that it really, like, the gore effects and stuff like that really come off like a 70s movie, like a 70s gore movie that you would see, which I really appreciate. You don't get that much of it, but like I really like. There's a lot to appreciate about this movie, but just it didn't really sync with me. I felt it was a bit overlong. I don't know. I felt like there's a good. I don't know. I'm saying a good movie. This is a good movie. It's just not my cup of tea.
It just doesn't do it for you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, we see a little bit here. So this is a leg that is eaten by a shark, and we see the story of how it becomes reanimated and attacks this group, this like area where everybody's just having sex and interrupts everybody having sex and attacks them.
Oh my.
Yeah, no, it's got moments where it's like, okay, I kind of dig that. I dig that a lot. But like, oh yeah, it has this guy who I'm forgetting his name, but this is his last acting role.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah. Udo Kier. Yes. He died not that long ago.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't have a huge role here, but he is great here.
I mean, he steals every frame he's in.
Yes, he does in a heartbeat, like without any effort, without any. But yeah, like I maybe there'll be a day where I decide to give this one a second shot, and it really like vibes with me more because like it's a well done movie. I do like it's like I appreciate it more than I enjoyed it, but like I don't know. It just didn't sync with me, and maybe it was just my mood. But yeah, I will say there's a lot to appreciate about this. I definitely don't regret watching it at all. It's a definitely I appreciate watching this a lot more than F1 for sure. I know it's a low bar, but yeah.
Brad Pitt goes really fast.
Yeah. Finally, a white guy wins. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to appreciate with this one. It just didn't vibe with me. Yeah, I guess I don't have too much more to add. I did love the leg segment. I love the gore effects that they don't have that much of, but I just loved it.
Okay.
But yeah, and Wagner Mora is fantastic. But yeah, that was kind of my take on it. And then the other movie I covered is Blue Moon, Richard Linklater's movie starring Ethan Hawke as somebody who's like, I think I looked up, he's supposed to be 5 foot tall. And they do lots of visual effects to make Ethan Hawke shorter in this, which were very pronounced.
He is not a short guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how tall he is. I suspect he's at least my height, though.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering, I'm 5'11", so you may not be able to tell that watching me on the podcast, but yeah, I'm not super tall, but I'm not short. I'm not.
Yeah, me, but not by much.
But yeah, so this is about Lorenzo Hart, and I didn't realize this because everybody knows Roger and Hammerstein. But before that, there was Rogers and Hart. And this is a semi-fictionalized story of Hart and his first, and the night after he first watches Oklahoma, which was the first big Roger and Hammerstein hit. And, him dealing with the fact that like his partner has a new partner now. And with that new partner, the first thing they've done is the biggest hit he's ever going to have. And him kind of dealing with that. I think Ethan Hawke does a great job. Bobby Cannavale is probably like, he's not really a developed character, but he's the bartender, and he probably gets the second most screen time in this movie. He's great.
He's always been a good character actor, but yeah, he's good whenever he's on film screen.
Yeah. There's a great cast here. Margaret Qualley is the young woman who he's infatuated with. There she is. But Andrew Scott plays Rogers. And this movie is, like, for me, the most interesting part of this movie was learning about Lorenzo Hart, because I didn't really know about him. But he and Rogers did lots of really famous songs too that you'd really know. And lots of plays obviously are what they did.
Yeah. But there's songs from them that are
for me, the history of this was a bit more interesting than the actual movie. I like I said, I think Ethan Hawke does a great job. He definitely dives into the character, and you can see how they're messing around with his height and stuff like that. They're doing an inverse Tom Cruise with him in this movie.
Everyone else is on platforms this time.
Yes. But yeah, this is this like, I don't know. This feels like a lot of Richard Linklater films for me, where it's like, it's fine. I appreciate watching it. I think I appreciate Richard Linklater as a filmmaker, although I don't always love his movies. And this is definitely one where it's like, it's interesting, but like, yeah, it's not I wouldn't say it's one of his best at all. But it's decent. I guess I don't have too much else to add other than it's fine. Oh yeah, and a lot of this movie is Lorenzo Hart making fun of the song Oklahoma. And Andrew Scott's good in this, but it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I think the history behind it and kind of how it made me look into the history behind it was a bit more interesting than the actual movie. But yeah, I think the actors do a great job. It's effective enough. I do think the highlight is definitely Ethan Hawke's performance, and Ethan Hawke is in general good at most everything. I don't know if I've seen him I've seen him in bad movies, but I don't think I've seen him do a bad job in a movie. But yeah, if you're interested in old school musicals, I would say this is right up your alley. Me, I have more of a passing interest, so it didn't quite vibe with me as much, but it was fine. But the kid, this is fictionalized, so the kid played Stevie Sondheim. I didn't even think to look up his name, but yeah, I guess that would make sense. I've actually not seen The Hitman, but yeah, Linklater is completely capable of making awesome movies. I've enjoyed plenty of his stuff. But there's also plenty of stuff where it's like, okay, I appreciate what you're going for, but But yeah, let's see. Any questions or anything, Bobby? Or
no.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Oh, Elam, do you have questions? He's like, what are you still doing on here? But yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on the two big Oscar movies this week. I know, let me go and bring up the list, but I know next week, Hamnet will be, that's the last Best Picture nominee I have to watch. So that will be on the agenda. I know we have Oh yeah, One Piece will be on the agenda as well.
Mm-hmm.
Finishing off season 1. Here we go.
And we also got The Bride.
Oh, The Bride. And then a movie that is completely non-political and not related to anything going on right now, Wag the Dog.
No,
it's not related to anything happening.
We just kind of felt like watching some like Robert De Niro and Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
That's
all. I haven't seen Anne Heche in a while. Let's check that out.
Yeah, and Woody's in that too, right? Woody
Who is it?
Harrelson. We have Woody Harrelson. We haven't seen.
So. Yeah.
We haven't seen. We haven't seen Woody Harrelson anything on the show in a long time. Not since Venom 2. So yeah.
Mm. And then Sierra, I have for the other Oscar movie. Although I'm not dedicated to that one. I might switch it out sometime soon. But we'll see. We'll see what movies I can track down. Because there's still tons of Oscar movies I haven't seen. But that's maybe I'll switch that out for Zootopia 2. Wonder if I can even get a copy of Zootopia 2. Listen, I'll find out. Chris, have you not heard of Wag the Dog?
Have you never heard of this movie, Chris?
I'll admit I haven't seen it for years, but
I haven't seen it in years, but
I'm looking forward to rewatching it. I remember there's at least one moment where I am just gut busting laughing.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my fucking God. And it's a dark moment too, which is kind of amazing.
Zootopia 2 drops on the D+. All right.
I might switch
Chris,
out for Zootopia 2.
Earlier when we were talking about the films that we watched that we can recognize that it's art, but we're just really not into it, you had mentioned in the chat Nolan. Yeah. That's another one. Inception. Sorry.
You see, I like Inception, but I would definitely give that to Dunkirk and Tenet.
Yeah, for me, it's just kind of like I get what you're saying, but like, just
I will say
way
one
too
thing,
much time on this. Like, it's like you're giving your ending away.
Yeah, I will
too
say
early,
one thing to
and
Inception
it takes away from it being ambiguous, which is what you were trying to go for. And when I could tell you what the ending was going to be the first time they talk about totems, or I'm sorry, the second time they talked about totems right after the first time, and it's just.
I do think a fair criticism
Gave your ending away.
is, man, that movie and a lot of Nolan movies like that are just exposition heavy. I think it works well enough in Inception. I would say Tenet is the one where it's like, oh my fucking God.
That for me, I think it was like the first time I watched it, it was like that for me. And the second time I tried, and it was just, you know what? I get it. And it's just, you're annoying me more with it at this point. So, oh my gosh. But yeah. And you and I have had our Dark Knight discussion before.
Yeah.
Where
we haven't covered those movies yet, but
no, we haven't. But
at some point next time, Batman.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, because I'll be down to revisit them because there's stuff about them I absolutely love, and there's some stuff I just can't stand at all.
And I know when I first watched them, I pretty much loved them all immediately. But like as time's gone by, and I've rewatched them occasionally, it's been like, this isn't nearly as good as I remember. This isn't.
3 wasn't as good as I remember the last time I rewatched it.
I think the one actually, and we'll see whenever we get to them, but like I think the one that's holding up the best is probably Batman Begins. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Even though that one has the worst action scenes in it, but 2 has one of my favorite moments, and it's actually the reveal of the Joker, but it's cinematically how it's done because the camera's looking up at him in the hero shot. Dude, like. Listen,
I love that. I loved that. I like that. But I will say that I think The Dark Knight is only overhyped because of the unfortunate passing of Heath Ledger.
But
that's an unpopular opinion, though.
I will also say that Heath Ledger is amazing in that movie.
Oh, he is great. He is great.
I think an argument can be made for that as well.
It gives it that elevated what it is status. It gives it something that people treat it with the same sacrament as Zack Snyder fans treat, Man of Steel or Justice League.
Oh my God.
That is my opinion. That is solely my opinion on the matter.
Dude, I could go on for a while on the Zack Snyder stuff because it's like
I think my favorite thing came from that interview is that that the Snyderverse fans have saved lives. They've literally saved lives, and the haters from the Zack himself, you could go fuck yourself.
No.
But I also love that he praised James Gunn's Superman.
Yes,
and it's like, well, yes, that's what happens when you understand the source material.
Yeah, no, he actually understands Superman. He's not trying to force him to be Jesus or something, Like, he's actually just making an empathetic character.
He's just making Superman be Superman.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll be live tomorrow for a regular live stream. Bobby, you got any plans coming up?
Nothing at the moment.
Oh yeah, thank you for staying with us. Like and subscribe to Bobby Quarters, Organized Chaos Podcast, Organized Chaos.
The show.
And thank you for staying with us because I know this is a day late. My son's birthday was actually yesterday, so I asked to.
Oh, the Scary Movie trailer was pretty hilarious.
I have not seen the Scary Movie trailer, but yeah, I saw they're doing another one. I was like, oh.
Yeah, the Wayans brothers got their rights back from Harvey Weinstein for it, so.
I think I've seen the first 3. I did add them to the agenda.
You could just add the first 2 because after 3, from 3 to 5, they had nothing to do with it.
Well, I mean, stuff might get chopped as we go. Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, I remember like the first one being the only one I really enjoyed, and 2 had moments.
Yeah, first one was good.
But yeah. We shall see.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. YouTube stuff.
All the things, all the algorithmic things.
Like and subscribe, or else he's gonna drink my bones.
Yes,
because he's adorable, and that's all he knows how to do. Party on and be excellent to each other. Moopsie.
Moopsie.